Tonight on For What It's Worth, John Stoneborough tracks down the men behind a self-employment scheme that took the workers to the cleaners. And Bill Brecken goes to the country to examine the health risks surrounding the use of a controversial agricultural pesticide. That's For What It's Worth, tonight, 8:30 on 4. This is Channel 4, where it's time to catch up with all the latest developments in Brookside.
Looking for a new technological washing machine that's got a continuous super-fast 1300 spin speed, the Logic 1300 from Hoover. A lot of techno with a bit of logic.
Behind every letter delivered by the Royal Mail is a cast of thousands. 127,000 postmen, 28,000 vehicles covered 300 million miles last year. We use 4,000 trains every day, around 150 flights worldwide every day. Machines that read 35,000 printed addresses an hour, but every letter gets personal attention, some more than others. We dealt with 11,199 million letters last year, by air, by land, by sea, by hand.
Beardies are full of fun, and they have terrific zest for life.
Champion bearded collie, Potterdale Philosopher. Top bearded collie in 1985, 7 times best of breed. A champion before he was 2 years old.
I think the only way to replace the energy they burn up is to feed them good food.
Pedigree Chum and Pedigree Chum Mixer.
You've got to feed them well to keep them going. Good food to me means feeding Pedigree Chum.
No wonder top breeders recommend it.
Time to borrow your love that little bit for a second. Dynamite, dynamite.
Really rich and smooth. Try it. Cafe Hague. When coffee tastes this good, who needs caffeine?
In Woman's Weekly, preserving a harvest of fruit and vegetables. Save money while you knit these 4 lovely designs, plus gentle hand wash 13, free with Woman's Weekly.
Ah, Peter, here it is, chez moi. Bit small, isn't it? Compact and bijou, Peter, compact and bijou. You bought this. Not absolutely my first choice. The sunken bath clinched it. All those mortgage problems, you know, repayment, mortgage waiver, premium endowment.
Why didn't you go to the Alliance and Leicester? They gave me a mortgage without all this fuss.
When you do find the right place, we can give you the mortgage to go with it. You should get a quick decision with the minimum of fuss.
Of course, the garden's an absolute picture in the summer.
You get a smarter investor at the Alliance and Leicester.
This Thursday on 4, the feuding continues for My Brother Tom.
Twile! I told you, I bloody told you!
Don't! You and me quarrel with gloves tomorrow afternoon in Charlie Castle's.
Don't, Tom, please don't!
Come on! You can't do this. No one can do this! This does not end. My legal reputation here will be destroyed.
Hail Mary, full of... Bless her.
Catholics and proddies. Dunlap Street dividing us, and Dobie got crushed in the middle.
The concluding episode of My Brother Tom, Thursday at 10 on Channel 4.
A dodgy scheme for the self-employed and a controversial pesticide are chased up by For What It's Worth's consumer sleuths next on 4, so stay tuned.
To enjoy life as much as you do today, plan your pension now. Turn to Norwich. Go to work looking forward to a good pension and a tax-free cash sum. Turn to Norwich. Help build a secure future for yourself and your family. Turn to Norwich Union. Ask your nearest independent financial advisor.
Glad to be of help.
We're sure you'll agree. For pensions, you're better off the Norwich way.
Get the maximum coffee taste. Get the max. Get the maximum rich and smooth. Get the max. Get the maximum blend. Get the max with a friend. Maxwell House is the way to the taste of
the taste. Get the Max.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife.
Kellogg's Nutri-Grain is simply delicious. 3 varieties of crunchy whole grain flakes with raisins or hazelnuts. No artificial flavors, colors, and no sugar added.
Bare necessities or Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life.
Kellogg's Nutri-Grain, simply delicious.
You know, every so often, someone comes up with a really simple idea that makes life easier.
Where's the soap?
Hang on a sec. What is it?
No soap in the downstairs room.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
It's on the wall.
On the wall?
Push button soap.
Oh.
You get 200 washes per pack. Just push the button and put your hand underneath.
Got it.
And they're such good value, I put one in the kitchen and one in the bathroom.
Why don't we put one in the kitchen and one in the bathroom?
Push button soap from Deb.
Over the past few years, British Steel's had to get into shape to compete in one of the world's toughest markets. It hasn't always been easy, but the results have been dramatic. We've made ourselves leaner and tougher and more flexible. Output is up. UK sales are up. Exports are up. Profits are up. Our prospects are a good deal more attractive. British Steel, in shape for things to come.
When you're in control and you know what you want, aim to fly high with Sterling Asset, the investment account from Abbey National. There's high interest that'll climb even higher the more you invest. And if you leave your money for a year, there's a bonus. Sterling Asset from Abbey National. It could be your strongest asset.
The latest consumer reports now from Channel 4's award-winning investigative team, For What It's Worth, introduced by Penny Juna. If you have problems or need advice on the subject of finance and you live in the Ipswich area, you might like to know that Money Spinner is on the road at the Corn Exchange, Ipswich, tomorrow from 9:30 to 5:30, and you're invited to go along for free advice.
Friday on 4, a new series looks at the secret life of indoor plants, and it seems it's big business.
In here, you could fit in 22 football pitches. That's enough room for the whole of the First Division.
It checks out how to look after them.
Well, goodness gracious me.
Where to buy them.
Box of bedding petunias, lovely box of bedding petunias, F1 hybrids, lovely boxes.
And how to show them off. Floella Benjamin and Michael Jordan with a whole house full of plants. Friday, 8:30 on 4.
It's ironic that Brazil should have the second largest agricultural economy in the world and have had a recent economic miracle, and yet suffer one of the world's most severe debt crises, with millions living below the poverty line. The politics of food looks at the root of her deepening agricultural dilemma and the battle for the land. And that's next.
Technology with tradition. At your gas showroom, we've brought the two together beautifully. The superb Flavel Emberglow draws together a cozy living flame, classic cast iron styling, and a £40 trade-in. The Valor Home Flame Super brings rooms to life with instant controllable warmth, heating effectively, economically, with a £40 trade-in too. There's only one place to warm to these and many other fires, your British Gas showroom, of course.
The Coronation Street marriage that couldn't work. The Baldwins speak out. Abortion, would you consider it? Plus free chocolate hot chocolate.
Did you know you can have April freshness and save money? Lenore Triple Concentrate gives April freshness for up to 25% less than most regular fabric conditioners.
These are just some of the legion companies who've moved to Peterborough since the Romans did. Free phone Peterborough for more about the Peterborough effect. It's been working for centuries.
To enjoy life as much as you do today, plan your pension now. Turn to Norwich. Go to work looking forward to a good pension and a tax-free cash sum. Turn to Norwich. Help build a secure future for yourself and your family. Turn to Norwich Union. Ask your nearest independent financial advisor.
Glad to be of help.
We're sure you'll agree. For pensions, you're better off the Norwich way.
Now on 4, the harsh realities of want in a land of plenty, Brazil, where the politics of food reflect a desperate battle for the land.
To get a free quotation for your car insurance, just dial 100 and ask for free phone AA auto quote tomorrow.
If you're looking for finance to start, buy out, or develop a business, how will the company you approach react? Quizzically? Or will they take fright? Will they adopt a narrow view? Or simply look for an out? Or will your plans be met with total incomprehension? Take heart. There is a company with the vision to match yours. A company responsible, for instance, for over half the management buyouts over the last 5 years. 3i. We have a wealth of experience.
Top hole, Jeeves?
Not quite, sir.
How did I fare?
You are 35 over par, sir. The golf considerably below par.
That's the ticket, Jeeves. Time for a snifter, I think. You know, Jeeves, compared to some of those old-fashioned sherries, I've always thought the light, delicate quality of Croft Original a touch superior. Rather like my golf, wouldn't you say?
I would indeed.
How many balls did we lose today, Jeeves?
I didn't think we were losing them, sir. I thought we were giving them away.
Croft Original Pale Cream Sherry. One instinctively knows when something is right.
In Woman this week, you could win a home almost anywhere in the UK. Free, a stencil to make any room pretty as a picture. Woman talking to you, woman to woman.
TWA's Ambassador Business Class. All round a better business experience.
I thought I knew how good Everest double glazing was, but I didn't. I didn't know about this amazing Solar Plus glass. It actually reflects heat back inside your room, and it's fitted as standard. I didn't know that Everest doors lock in 3 different places. How's that for security? And I certainly didn't know that Everest fit their patio doors with toughened safety glass as standard. By gum, I do now. For more details, ring free phone Everest or speak to your rep when he calls. You only fit double glazing once, so fit the best. Everest.
India, a land far more beautiful than you could imagine. Far more enchanting. Far more alive. Far more exciting. Far more peaceful. How far is India? Only 9 hours away.
There's a Channel 4 book entitled The Hunger Machine, written by John Bennett, which takes further the issues raised in this series. It's available from bookshops at £22.50 hardback and £5.95 paperback. And there's also a study guide to help you follow up this series. For a copy, send a large stamped addressed envelopes to Politics of Food, P.O. Box 4000, London W3 6XJ, Glasgow G12 9JQ, or Belfast BT2 7FE.
In a new monthly environmental program, filmmakers from around the world bring us some of the worst examples of needless destruction on this planet. This month, the indiscriminate killing of marine life off the Californian coasts threatens the existence of the blue shark. And in the UK, the illegal stripping of asbestos endangers the health of workers and others in the immediate vicinity. But there is some constructive news on the recycling of rubbish, as Paul Heine shows the positive ways we can conserve the environment. What on earth is going on? Find out this Sunday at 7:15 on Channel 4.
Just to correct some information I gave you earlier, Money Spinner will be at the Corn Exchange Ipswich from 9:30 to 5:30 on Thursday for free financial advice, and not tomorrow. News at 10 starts shortly over on ITV. And here on 4, highlights of the action and aggression on the AstroTurf as the New York Jets meet the Dallas Cowboys for some American football.
Everyone knows how vulnerable car radio aerials can be. But do you know who's building damage-proof aerials into the rear windows of many of their latest cars today? Increasingly, the same people are now making central locking standard, and not just on luxury models. They're also fitting more of their cars with rear wash wipers. And you'll even find that cruise control is standard on their smartest models. Ford. Not only are they adding more equipment to their cars without adding more to their prices, but they're also introducing a well-equipped new Escort LX, Orion LX, and this new Granada Gear X. Ford make cars with a future.
When you're in control and you know what you want, aim to fly high with Sterling Asset, the investment account from Abbey National. There's high interest that'll climb even higher the more you invest. And if you leave your money for a year, there's a bonus. Sterling Asset from Abbey National. It could be your strongest asset.
A Upanga is a small flute, played with the nose.
Balderdash.
Or is it?
Balderdash, the hilarious bluffing game.
Oh, they come from all over the place. Some of them come especially, some of them are just visiting the area. And 65,000 in all came to the exhibition last year. They wanted to find out about British nuclear fuels. Facts like, we spend £1 million a day on average on new technology. We supply the fuel for Britain's 18 nuclear power stations. Facts you can find out at the Sellafield Exhibition Centre. Come and see us. Just drop in.
Just don't all come at once.
United. Les modes Veneto.
Benetton.
Vereinigte
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight and the Mets win
Baseball is back. Highlights of the first Major League playoffs. Who will represent America in the World Series? Find out Saturday, midnight on 4.
Blue Nun is the most famous wine in the world. And no mistake.
Behind every letter delivered by the Royal Mail is a cast of thousands. 127,000 postmen, 28,000 vehicles covered 300 million miles last year. We use 4,000 trains every day. Around 150 flights worldwide every day. Machines that read 35,000 printed addresses an hour, but every letter gets personal attention, some more than others. We dealt with 11,199 million letters last year, by air, by land, by sea, by hand.
You and your family have worked hard for life's little luxuries. Some can be hard to get hold of. But there's one luxury you can afford every day. Imperial leather. Luxury you can afford every day.
What do you think of Jensen's report?
Looks terrific.
I thought so too.
It's nice to see our computer system is finally earning its keep.
Wish that were true.
What do you mean?
Marketing isn't using our system anymore.
Then how did they do this?
They did it on their own system. The one they got a month ago.
They put this together in a month?
Well, not quite, Frank. They did it in a week.
The Coronation Street marriage that couldn't work. The Baldwins speak out. Abortion. Would you consider it? Plus free chocolate hot chocolate.
G'day. We have company fairs a lot like this back home. Mind you, I don't think that'll ever replace the boomerang. We could sure teach a thing or two about shearing. Anyhow, let's see how your local brew compares to ours.
Like liquid gold trickling over your taste buds.
4 rums bottoms, please.
I think I'll give the pub grub a miss.
Here is the news.
News is good.
News and views.
News, and...
News, and...
No news.
Bad news.
Our journey around the world was taking rather longer than 80 days. Thank goodness, en route, we discovered mignon morceau, a delicious garlic snack. However, thanks to favorable wind conditions, we arrived in Mexico on time to enjoy the flavorsome tortilla chips and encountered the extraordinary Mexican hat dance.
Phileas Fogg, first-class snacks from around the world.
Everyone knows how vulnerable car radio aerials can be. But do you know who's building damage-proof aerials into the rear windows of many of their latest cars today? Increasingly, the same people are now making central locking standard, and not just on luxury models. They're also fitting more of their cars with rear wash wipers. And you'll even find that cruise control is standard on their smartest models. Ford. Not only are they adding more equipment to their cars without adding more to their prices, but they're also introducing a well-equipped new Escort LX, Orion LX, and this new Granada Gear X. Ford make cars with a future.
Evening, gentlemen. What'll it be?
We like a John Smith's, a pint of John Smith's. Can't wait to savour that Yorkshire flavour. It's so golden and so clear, it's unlike any other beer. Yes, we really do adore it, and we do anything for it. Well, we hold it and we cling to it. We even sing to it. Look at the colour, it's like no other. Just a mention of the beer is music to our ears, and it's here. So cheers.
John Smith's, brewed in Yorkshire. Worth making a song and dance about.
TWA's Ambassador Business Class. All round a better business experience.
Mr. Reed? Mr. Reed? He's ready for you now.
Well, Michael, the results of your blood tests have come through, and we have found antibodies that indicate that you are HIV positive.
The AIDS virus can live on dirty needles and equipment, so don't share. Because just one fix with an infected needle will really get you out of it.